Hello, and welcome to this week's episode. This week, I'm joined by someone who's not just a guest, she's a very good friend of mine, Dee, located here in Perth. We went to some beautiful studios here. And Dee's the founder of Pregnancy Practice Perth. It's a beautiful women-centred practice that's led by endorsed midwives, lactation consultants, counsellors, obstetricians, women's health physios, paediatricians, sleep consultant now. Basically, it's a team that you have a private experience, but it is Medicare rebate, it is you can go to a public hospital, but really you have a whole team that's an advocate for you. For the moment that you pee on the stick right through to pregnancy, birth and beyond. And I am thrilled to be their new in-house sleep consultant, and the team there is just so beautiful. Really, it's really hard to capture everything that Dee does. She is really an incredible woman helping so many new mums out there. So we talked about so much about what is missing and what mothers really need in these first weeks of when they find out they're pregnant, through the pregnancy, the birth and after, and just really having a beautiful community to rest on. So we've had a wonderful conversation and I can't wait for you to hear it, and I'd love to hear your feedback, and I can't wait for you to meet Dee. Today I'm joined with the beautiful Dee, a special friend to me. Dee, I met, I don't know how many years ago it was, when you were at Bundle and Me.
Yeah.
And you were searching for a sleep specialist to come and do a group session, and lots of people inquired, and I was very grateful and blessed that you chose me.
Yeah.
And all of those years ago, and we followed each other having children and all of the developments in our businesses. But you're here today as a friend, but mostly a friend. But you are the founder of Pregnancy Practice.
Correct.
Here in Perth. And like I said, we met years ago in a professional setting, but where our friendship is growing. But I love the passion that you've always had around supporting mums, always, right back then when you had a little Bundle and Me and all the amazing things you were doing there.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to talk about, from your mouth, about your team and what you've created there at Pregnancy Practice. Supporting parents that are expecting, newborn, so pre and post pregnancy, and just really from your own words, how it was created, why it was created, and what it's all about here in Perth.
Thank you for having me, Donna.
Yeah, of course.
I'd love to share our journey with Pregnancy Practice and what it means to the community. In terms of where we started, I've been in business for many years now, from Bundle and Me, now Pregnancy Practice. And it's just a passion of ours to support pregnant women from the moment they wee on a stick.
Yeah.
I used to be in a big tertiary hospital for 10 years. And
As a midwife.
And did all labour, pregnancy, and I just felt a desire to do more in the community. It just happened out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was a hard journey to start things and set up from the beginning.
Business, totally, and a mum.
Exactly,
know.
And what I found the gap in the community was pregnant women didn't know where to go to as soon as they found out they're pregnant, and they're not getting long enough care, sometimes with their GP, their quick appointments. I found that we needed to support them from the moment they wee on a stick, find out they're pregnant, and be with them the whole journey until birth and beyond. So
And beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Yeah.
So many things to happen. It's exciting.
Absolutely. And that's when we started implementing other services like yours with sleep. Because once you have your baby, what about the postpartum journey? That's a huge journey.
One of the biggest, isn't it?
It is.
You get so consumed about pregnancy and the obstetrician. I've tried to reach out to obstetricians before about sleep, and they've all been lovely, but they're like, everyone's too stressed about giving birth and having a baby. They don't think about that. But the post, there's so much going on, isn't there?
So much.
Our
And women
bodies,
need
our
it.
mental health, sleep.
Yeah. Changing identity
Love.
in
Yeah.
your role. Most of us all work
Gosh,
now.
Totally.
And
Have to.
now to stop working and now to care for a baby, and it's a big change.
Yeah.
And that's important, getting that postpartum
Yeah.
support. So with our services, you can see us as many times postnatally, and it's covered by Medicare.
So let's go through that a little bit, the nuts and bolts of it. So the way that I explain it to people, because I tell everyone about you guys.
Thank you.
And, of course, I've got something very exciting in the future for myself to be an in-house sleep specialist
Absolutely.
for newborn families. I'm so excited. So we'll start with
Absolutely.
group sessions. We don't know where that'll go, but it's super important. But what I sort of explain to people, and I could be wrong here, is that it's like a private experience with lots of love and support,
Yeah.
but Medicare rebate.
Huge Medicare rebates.
So tell me all about that.
Yeah, so when pregnant women see us,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very affordable fee, and Medicare pays, say, $75 back into
wow.
their account.
Yep.
And what the
Huge.
best part is, we have an on-call midwife, mostly myself or another midwife, where we're available Monday to Friday. So if a woman's worried about her pregnancy,
Wow.
she can call us rather than Googling, and it's covered by
wow.
Medicare.
Wow.
So literally any questions they have or worries, they call us.
Oh my gosh,
They
that's
want a
amazing.
script. Yeah, they're feeling nauseated. They want a script for medication. They want their bloods done. We just sort it through the phone, and then we see them once a month.
Wow.
It's a very simple but niche, a beautiful
Totally.
journey. So
Yeah.
women get that care right
Full
from the
support.
beginning.
Full
Yeah.
support. And like we talk about this a lot, because for me, I'm in the sleep space, I'm in the parenting space, but I love newborn families. But the worry and the mental health load. And I was saying I'm going to visit a beautiful mum who I've been working with for a month, and she did really well, and she's doing really well, but her husband's a FIFO, so he just left. She's got no friends and family here in Perth, and I'm going there after.
Yeah.
And not that this is, an egotistical thing that I'm saying this, but I'm not charging.
Yeah.
But women need a hug. Women need
Yeah.
someone to take the load off a bit, and they're really
Help them
trying
through
to do the
that.
best they can. But what you have created is incredible. Is that on steroid? Like that is like heaven on earth.
Yeah.
Can't
that's the
even
plan.
imagine it.
Heaven on earth.
Heaven
that
on
is
earth.
truly the plan.
It totally is.
To give women what they deserve
Love,
in their
so deserve.
Yeah.
That's what I say to them all the time. I was saying to this beautiful mum yesterday, you're not failing.
No. Yeah.
You're not failing. Oh my gosh, this is so tough. You're by yourself. They're not hearing that, and then they feel like they're failing, and then it's just this ongoing cycle. But having support at Pregnancy Practice is incredible, because tell me about the different professions that you've got there for people.
Yeah, good question. So we have the midwives.
Yep.
We got a beautiful obstetrician, Dr. Stas, and he goes through all our patients and any concerns they may have. He's available for them. We have a counsellor, wellness. She does a wellbeing clinic for us and just manages women, and if they need any support,
like
mental health.
Yeah, mental health, life support too. Not life
Absolutely.
support, that sounds really awful, but like coaching, like life coaching, I suppose.
Yeah,
But
whether
more
in
than
pregnancy
that, but yeah, totally.
or after birth, she's there, and she works on Fridays or anything in between. She's available also.
Yeah.
Then we've got you, lovely Donna,
so
who does
excited.
the sleep side.
Yeah.
And this is a very exciting part
Totally.
where we're introducing, where women will continue receiving care through us and support for 6 weeks' time and post and beyond.
Whatever they need.
Yeah, especially
amazing.
for sleep. There's
Oh my
so much
gosh.
uncertainty with sleep. There's so much information out there. Who do you trust?
Oh my gosh.
Who do you go to?
Overwhelming.
And to be able to provide that service in pregnancy and prepare them will be huge.
Totally. And that's what I was saying before, and I just mentioned about preparing them before. So for me, 21 years ago, having undiagnosed anxiety, highly functioning, didn't know I had that. I didn't realise my obsession with sleep was because I wanted to sleep well when the baby came.
Wow.
So I had a book. Can't even remember what it's called now. Baby Wise, I think it was called.
Yeah.
But you know what? It really reduced my anxiety. And I didn't know that that's what anxiety was, but my big worries that I never talked about. And I just had a little bit of an idea of like wake times, how often we can feed. You can hold them to sleep. It's okay. This is normal.
Wow.
This is, and that really allowed me to be very relaxed as a newborn mum. And that's what I want to. It's not a set routine that you've got to do. There's no rod for back. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It is guidance. It's love. It's support. It's biological requirements. And that's why obviously we've connected, and it's going to work so beautifully. I'm so excited. You've got lactation consultants too?
Got lactation consultants for any breastfeeding issues. We also have a photographer for newborn photo shoots.
Gosh, you have too.
For maternity.
Yep.
It's great, and we're also getting classes in for group classes in pregnancy with a specialist in sports and exercise.
Oh, fantastic! Everything.
Yeah.
Anything that we need as mothers, and and having that village.
That's important.
And some people are blessed and have that village, but what I'm finding working with so many families these days, people just can't, because everyone has to work.
Yeah.
2 parents have to work. Cost of living is crazy. Everyone's feeling so guilty and overwhelmed and don't have the village.
Yeah.
They might have people around them, but not that cooking for you, hanging out village. Everyone's so busy.
Or just a break
A
sometimes
break.
from baby, going to the gym, going for, doing.
Not feeling guilty about
Yeah.
it. So again, getting back to this beautiful mum that I'm going down to, I said, this is why I'm going down, because I spoke to her yesterday and she's crying and I'm like, I just want to fly down there, click my fingers. I said, have you got friends? Have you got family? No, nothing, because they're not from here, and husband's not from here either, and her mother lives in the country.
Wow.
So she's really alone, and she said then she got her mum to come up and it just didn't work either. So, it's just like, everyone's, really struggling and they just need a break.
Yeah.
A sleep and a break.
Yeah, absolutely.
So lots of exciting things ahead. But yes, being pregnant, pre-pregnancy, being pregnant and post is what you've created. And you do have 3 practices in Perth.
Absolutely.
Which is Duncraig, Stirling and Ellenbrook.
Ellenbrook, correct.
And I'm sure we'll be
And
expanding.
many more. Yeah.
You'll be expanding more because what you're doing is so beautiful. And I have met your team. They're all just as lovely and beautiful and really love what they do. And
they're amazing.
People just need to be loved, don't they? And the whole thing of it is like it's got lost in time, the importance of the woman.
Yeah.
Meaning they need to rest. They
Yeah.
need to be looked after. They've grown a baby, majority of them have been grown and recovering,
Absolutely.
and just having that extra support. The other thing that I didn't know about, but I was telling you my story about visiting this beautiful mum, and you have also a charity that's called I'm With You.
Correct.
Oh my goodness. So, wow, it's a charity, but can you please describe what this charity is that is obviously within Pregnancy Practice?
Yeah.
But it's a charity, I'm With You. Please tell me what that provides.
So, this charity is amazing. We've just started it and it's to support pregnant women that are vulnerable in the community, mental health.
Yeah.
If they, anyone,
Lonely.
we've had women who are pregnant and living on the streets.
Oh, gosh.
So nowhere to stay and worried the DCP are going to take their baby.
Totally.
So these are the women we're here to help and support.
And what's your
postpartum
community
women.
then? So like all that stuff that you've talked about in sort of like a safe environment, being not on the streets. For an example like that, how do you help someone like that? Like obviously they can speak to you, but as a beautiful person that you are and wanting to help people, how would you help someone like that?
Letting them know basically that there's hope and they have a future.
Yeah.
And just speaking life into them.
Okay, great.
Because it's
get
rare
lost.
these days that they get noticed.
Yeah, totally
Especially
not.
being homeless.
Yeah.
They're not meant to be there.
No.
She has a purpose.
Yeah.
I believe God has a plan for her. And
totally.
just supporting her also in services.
Yes.
Making sure her baby and herself are looked after.
So you guide and support. So someone who would feel very lonely, like, my gosh, and they find you amazing and you can be that person to listen, but you have direct them to the services as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even we've got a great team on I'm With You charity. We had recently a 19-year-old who had her baby and she had nothing.
Wow.
And everyone in the community all contributed and we did a baby shower for her.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and she received all these amazing gifts before her baby was born.
Oh, that's amazing, Dee.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was really nice.
Wow.
To see the amount of gifts and blessings she received.
That is so amazing.
That she's not alone.
No.
Her baby's well looked after. And
my gosh.
so is she.
The things that you are being able to do is amazing. And you're a mother of 4?
Yeah, 4.
I was going to say 5. I think you want more children is why I thought 5. Maybe there's a little angel around here somewhere still going to be 5 because popping in another baby in there you probably want to do. Because you're amazing. You are really quite incredible.
Honestly, not at all.
I know, but amazing. So I Am With You, which we'll talk about a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
I think obviously working within pregnancy practice will be amazing.
Yeah.
So I also have my platform that I'll try and spread the word as much as I can.
Absolutely.
So really getting back to then, you've got so many amazing professionals there. If someone hears this or, again, they're pregnant or weeing on the stick, walk me through what would happen. So they contact you, I'm pregnant. Yeah. Walk me through what would happen from then to actually giving birth.
Yeah, beautiful. So we would we would congratulate them.
Yes.
And because it's such an amazing
Such an
time.
amazing time.
And you never get, it's just so special. The
It's so
moment you
special.
find out you're pregnant,
Oh my gosh, nothing.
everything changes.
Nothing compares.
Nothing compares. It's such a beautiful moment. And
It is.
what a privilege for us to
Totally.
receive that and
So
be on the
beautiful.
other end waiting for that call.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so we will go through their history with them, if they've got allergies, any concerns. We'll send them a form to confirm their pregnancy, a blood form, do all their major bloods and book them in for a follow-up phone call to go through the blood test with them. And we'll start seeing them in clinic, check up on them on baby and check up on mum and go through all the education side.
Right. And that's with midwives when they come to visit.
Yeah, yep. And if there's any concerns, Staz will call them and, we'll go through their whole journey with them. And from 30 weeks, 28 weeks, we share care with the hospital. And then postnatally, we receive them back. We're also doing a service to be there in labour with them.
That's what I'd like to. What happens with that? So you're there all the way, but within regards to the birth, and they obviously choose a public hospital that they're close to.
Public or private, doesn't matter.
Private, okay.
We'll support them either way.
That's wonderful. And so then, going into that journey, does someone, a midwife, go with them there or advocate? Like, what happens with that?
Yeah, so we'll support them because we've been through their whole journey with pregnancy. Whatever hospital they decide will be there, but not as their primary, depending on the hospital.
Totally. Yeah, okay.
Because some women choose private or, you know, and we don't have admitting rights in every hospital, only one.
Okay. And then what happens with that then? So say they don't have a private obstetrician and they have gone through the journey with you, they go to hospital. You're not going to the hospital with them though?
We go with them.
Oh, you go with them?
We help them on their
wow.
labour.
Oh, wow.
And be there at their birth.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's really exciting.
Yeah.
It's just started and we've had some women were comfortable birthing by themselves in the hospital, but they wanted us to come to their house before in early labour because they didn't know when to go to hospital.
Wow.
It took the load off their husbands or partners.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because they'd when do we go? When do we call? How many contractions?
Oh my gosh.
We go there
you
in
were
early
just
labour.
in their pocket.
Yeah.
For
that's
any
the plan.
concerns. And then in regards to obstetricians and stuff like that, you said you had the one obstetrician.
Yeah.
He or she?
He. Yeah.
They're giving birth all the time? Or that's
They
just...
deliver at Joondalup Hospital.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So then, say for example, a mum has gone through that whole process, go to Joondalup. If he's there, he will deliver.
Yeah.
But there'll be one of the midwives.
Yeah.
And possibly another obstetrician though if it's through public.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. So women can choose to have us anywhere they want.
That's amazing.
Any hospital.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like having your bestie there.
Yeah.
That actually knows what's going on.
Exactly. Especially because we've been the whole journey with them in pregnancy.
And a community.
It will help empower women and
Oh my
encourage
gosh,
women and give them the confidence to
100%.
birth.
Yeah.
When they have the right support and people around them.
Because we just don't. Like, I just think back when I had our girls and I went to a very well-known, expensive, older man and I liked him.
Yeah.
Like, he was nice enough, but on reflection, what? And then, so Eloise had to be caesarean because she was frank breech, so really stuck, and that was okay, but wasn't happy about that, but that's fine. I definitely wanted a VBAC for the next Molly, and which turned out to be fine, but the midwife did everything. He came in right at the end, which I wouldn't have minded if he had said it before, and I just remember him coming in and going, "Oh, you're right with a student," and I went, "Okay," because just about to push.
Yeah.
I hear him in a corner going, "Push." Like, not even hands on me, right?
Yeah.
And I just think, wow, because me now would have gone, no way, actually.
Yeah.
You get down there, you tell me exactly when to push and not to push.
Yeah.
And so I went through that and it was okay, but then I had an amazing experience with Dr. Nepi in Glengarry and he was just beautiful and caring.
Yeah.
I didn't tear. He led me all the way and I just, the
amazing.
comparison
It's huge.
is ridiculous,
Yeah.
right? So, and that was 15 years ago. So, you know, what you guys are giving women is, it's such a beautiful experience, as it should be.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
scary, loved, supported. You're amazing because you're having a baby.
Yeah.
Not just another number of like, you'll be
Exactly.
right.
Yeah,
You're right.
exactly.
Soon,
And
you know.
it's such a vulnerable time
Yeah.
for pregnancy and labour.
It is.
And getting that right support is so important.
Oh, so important.
Because it's fleeting and it really sets you up for postpartum too.
100%. Absolutely. Like, oh my gosh, again, the things I see postpartum.
Oh, yeah.
And it's only one of me. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be able to join your team.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because, you know, we can love in numbers, which is
Absolutely.
amazing. And we get back to the sleep thing, it is such an unregulated, flooded industry. It's confusing to people, but really when you've got a healthy bubs
Yeah.
that hasn't got pain or discomfort or whatever, they can master this miracle of sleep with lots of love, nurturing
Yeah.
and cuddles.
Yeah,
You know, it's not
absolutely.
training
Yeah.
at all. It's supporting that mum to be able to go, oh, you can try that.
Yeah.
Give that a go. And then when your child is settled and sleeping well, whatever way that might look
Helps
like,
you
oh my
mentally.
gosh,
You can rest.
you're not, yeah.
You can
Yeah.
just enjoy the time.
Totally. And getting back to
Absolutely.
this beautiful mum I'm visiting, honestly, if she was getting sleep, she would be fine.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Like I don't even think I haven't asked her. No, I did ask her because in my prerequisite questionnaire, she didn't have ongoing
Yeah.
anxiety before.
Wow.
So just this sleep deprivation and becoming a mother has created that. And that's what I say to her. Once we get this sorted, you'll feel back like yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, there's always other professionals to help as well. But, you know, yeah, pregnancy,
Absolutely.
postpartum and beyond, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's because it's not many years that you've been – how long has pregnancy practice been open?
2 years.
Oh, stop, see?
Yeah. But I've done lots of learning.
You've done lots of learning.
Lots of like being in the wilderness,
You
hard
have.
trials,
You
as
have.
you know.
Yes.
And now like the birth of something
It
beautiful.
has. It really has.
Yeah.
And that's why everything's aligning and all the
Yeah.
amazing professionals that you've got with you are all
Yeah.
just so lovely and
blessings.
caring and blessings, and more will
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
because there's so many other beautiful women out there that want to help women. So we
Absolutely.
will all gather.
Absolutely.
We will all gather here in Perth and we will help our mothers.
I love that.
It's so beautiful. So what would be some of the most common fears and pressures that you are seeing when mums come to you? Are they kind of
Yeah.
fitting into the same sort of overwhelm of what they're worried about, or?
Yeah. Pregnancy is such a vulnerable time. We do worry about our pregnancy and is everything okay?
Yeah.
It's quite common.
Yeah.
And a lot of women have gone through hardships where they've had miscarriages.
I know, it's tough.
So when they are falling pregnant, they are extra worried and need that more of that support and nurturing, which is quite common. And
Yeah, and some of them don't get it though. If people didn't
Yeah.
know you existed, the stories that I've heard,
yeah,
I'm like, obstetrician said that to you?
Yeah.
You know, when they'd lost a baby before and,
Yeah.
you know, just get on with it kind of thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, that
it
is
is-
just horrific.
it's horrendous.
Yeah, it is
And
pretty-
just going through something like that is so traumatic.
Well, it's life-changing. You never get over that,
Absolutely.
do you? You know,
Absolutely.
you heal and you grow in different ways, but you never fully heal. But being provided that love and support through
Yeah.
that fear that it's normal,
Yeah. Exactly.
It's
It's just-
groundbreaking.
getting
Yeah.
that right support is so important. And
It
we just have so much of a passion for women who have had miscarriages
Yeah.
or gone through, had a really hard pregnancy the last time or had trauma in their labour or hyperemesis. That's a big one.
that's nasty.
Women can't keep anything down.
Yeah.
We do iron infusions and we do infusions in general and iron
everything.
infusions with anemia.
Wow.
So we do everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
The other really big thing that I have noticed, I'm sure you have too, in the last 10 years, is the extreme increase of IVF, meaning
Yeah.
just infertility or finding it difficult. Again,
Yeah.
I'm just reflecting in 10 years in this space and my friends and family, and it is a lot more, not to make people fearful, but it's a lot more common now than it ever used to be. I don't know why, but it is. So then an IVF pregnancy is obviously, people are very worried.
Absolutely.
When they actually get pregnant and they've spent all that time and money and effort. So that's another big thing too, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And once you get discharged with the IVF clinic, it's like, where do I go now?
totally.
This is huge. Why are you
And
leaving
they're
me?
so scared.
So this is where they're welcome to come to our practice, and
Beautiful.
Yeah, we'll help them from the
You
beginning.
will. Nurture and love them.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that and there's so many things to share here, obviously, but is there anything that comes to mind on your heart that you'd like to share today about what you're doing with the mums and the future even?
Yeah, the future we would love. We're currently looking at doing more mothers groups in pregnancy
great
and
idea.
supporting women from the beginning.
That's a good idea.
And just having a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
That's our dream, where women receive everything through
good.
a one house.
Yeah.
in-house clinic.
Yeah, that's amazing. Because again, on reflection and of my journey, which was a while ago, but also mums I work with now, you know, you go to a child health care nurse and look, totally fine. That's nothing wrong with that. But often they don't particularly get along with that child health care nurse for whatever reason. They're then given a mother's group that they just go there, and it's not led by anyone. And sometimes they win the jackpot, and they're all besties forever. And other times they don't gel at all. And so then you trying to have you having in the future these sessions led by professional, or not even professionals, but you know, people that want other people to get along with each other, but led, there's going to be a higher chance of a community being built for that person.
Absolutely.
You know, a village for them, you know.
Especially going through it in pregnancy, connecting in pregnancy with other mums is so special.
It is.
And then sharing that journey
so
after
beautiful.
birth.
Yeah, and just not being by themselves.
Yeah.
You know? Amazing.
And we need to break that loneliness.
The loneliness.
Because I feel women postnatally, they're in such a vulnerable time.
Totally.
Mentally too. I've been there myself.
Absolutely.
And just those intrusive thoughts. You're not good enough. You're not doing enough.
100%.
As a mum, you just want to protect your baby, do your best, and you just feel at times that can be taken away from you. And if you have the right support around you, you can deal with that and overcome that and enjoy that postnatal period, which is so important. So important. Because it goes so quick, doesn't it?
So quick, you know, and I think at times I think back and, you know, I don't know, well, us mothers haven't changed. We haven't changed. The world has changed. It's fast-paced. The pressure is so much worse. But we haven't changed. Our children haven't changed. We haven't changed. The world's changed, and not in a good way for that. And everyone's like, AI will take over and whatever. And I'm like, I'm not even frightened of that, because people still need people. Yeah. Oh, I'm not frightened of it anyway, but people need people. And what's happening, especially over the last 5 or 6 years, we can clearly see that social media and having all of it is making everyone lonelier and sadder. So what people like yourself and myself are trying to do, and there's many of us out there, bringing us back to being human and that love and support. And if we can support mums in that vulnerable stage, and then the children, you know, can then thrive as well as they start going to school, rather than being anxious and worried and that cycle going on. So it's a seed, isn't it?
It is.
That mustard
so
seed
important.
we talk about all the time, like starting these little seeds that grow, which is amazing. Absolutely. So finally, and again, this is not finally, because we'll be doing this a lot more, I think, for women listening now and that are pregnant and feeling overwhelmed, uncertain, a little bit scared, what would you most want her to know? Firstly, obviously, that they can reach out, phone call. You're only a phone call away. But is there something that you would, a mum sitting here listening, worried, what would you like her to mostly know?
That she's definitely not alone.
Yeah.
That she's going to have such a beautiful journey. The fact that she's pregnant is just going to be so special, and we're here to support her and reach out. Yeah. If she's feeling like that and she doesn't have the support, reach out to us. We'll listen, we'll help her, we'll connect her with the right people. Yeah. And just because it's such a beautiful gift.
It is.
From above.
It really is.
To be pregnant.
Absolutely.
And it's taken away a lot of the time from us with worry and anxiety.
It has.
And pregnancy is something we can't control. It's out of everyone's hands.
And it's such a miracle.
It's such a miracle. And it's important we enjoy it, and no matter what comes our way, we surrender it, because I find fear takes a lot.
Yeah, it does.
It takes over a lot.
It really does.
And women are just anxious. Yeah. Because you just care for this baby so much before you met it.
And the world. And, and the thing is, you know, again, I was such a anxious person. I was undiagnosed, but I've talked about this quite a lot, because friends that have listened to me, that have known me since high school, were like, no, you weren't. And I'm like, that is so interesting, because I was so outwardly not. Yeah. And I wasn't an anxious, shy person. I was quite loud or whatever, travelled the world and stuff, but my mind, my brain. So then I didn't have anxiety with new things, but when I became a mum, it hit me, you know, and that's the thing, is like, wow, what is this? Yeah. And I still was coping okay till I wasn't. Yeah. And it all reflects back to fear, all of it. And there's so much going on in the world, meaning I could easily go down that path again, but I don't. You know, I've got teenage girls, I've got girls that are driving, you know, all of these things that could make us worse, but I don't. I just I believe everything's going to be okay. You know, believe God will look after us for whatever. It's God's plan. That's the biggest thing as I've got older.
It's surrendering the fear.
Surrendering the fear. I say that to everyone. And it doesn't have to be God-related if people don't want to relate that to God. But take that away, it is surrendering to the fear. It's like, it's going to be okay.
Yeah. And knowing that you have control of those thoughts is huge.
Massive.
It's
life-changing.
That's life-changing.
Not
they're
easy
just
to do.
thoughts.
They're just thoughts.
And you have power over them.
We do. But it's very hard.
It's very hard, but it's a beautiful journey to learn because once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I said heaven on earth. It's always, I say this to people all the time because I also work in a conscious parenting space, a conscious relationship space. Another amazing woman, Lauren, that people see on my Instagram, I work for her as a coach. So I've got my business.
Amazing.
I do conscious relationship parenting with her business, and I'll be working with you. For you, and but it's all same. It's all same beautiful people trying to help people live now,
absolutely,
and reduce fear. But what in that space, what people say to me is how. Like, how can you be like that?
I'd love to tell you how. Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, go.
So for me, what has worked for me is my spiritual side, which has been everything. And I've women who are wanting to receive that. They've had huge, great outcomes.
That's me.
Yeah.
It's been me.
Yeah.
And again, before we started talking today, I haven't even talked about my spiritual side on my platform. And my spiritual side used to be what's called New Age. And this could be a whole nother podcast. We won't go too far. I know we won't go too far into this, but I've always been very different, and I've been a spiritual person, meaning I believe something bigger than myself.
Yeah.
And I didn't force it on anybody, and everyone thought I was probably a bit crazy. For my people that love me, knew I was into it. My husband, bless him, followed along. He's Catholic and just loves my quirkiness. But what's happened reconnecting with you is I've redirected my spiritual belief in God.
Yeah.
And life has just blown me away. And it's only new, and not something that, like we said, I want to force on people or anything like that, but it's just believing in something bigger than ourselves. And
absolutely.
I've always done that before reconnecting with you. And when I work with my families, and again, going to see this mum, I don't talk about spiritual stuff to people all the time, never did before, but I'll be guiding her on how to live now, controlling the thoughts in a really beautiful way. How can we connect to our baby now? How can we have a break? How can we just co-sleep safely? Because I can't recommend co-sleeping as a sleep specialist, just duty of care.
Yeah.
People do it. I just go, do it SIDS regulation. What can we do now to get you through tonight, And that's what it's belief in our thoughts,
absolutely,
controlling them, and something bigger than us.
Absolutely. And I'll just quickly share, I've had women who have had multiple miscarriages and nothing has worked. We sent her to a specialist and she continued having miscarriages. So that's when I was really like, I'm going to introduce you to my spiritual side.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you want to or not? You don't. Yeah. You're not forcing anything on anybody.
No way. And she was like, yes. Let me try this. Like, what have I got to lose?
Totally.
So, I showed her that Jesus can help her.
Yeah.
And he did, and now she's had a baby.
Crazy.
And she's like in amazement and awe.
I have so many stories like that.
Yeah.
And again, I don't share them. And sometimes this is a platform I'm going to. Everyone's going to hear this, and I'm not fazed by it at all.
Yeah.
But I have just shifted from believing in angels and other things, because I'm always believing in something bigger, to something very specific, and Bible and stuff like that has worked for me. But what I love about you mostly is you're such a beautiful person and so loving, but I do love how intelligent you are, and you're using Western world science first. You're not coming in going, God will save you. And we're not doing that.
Yeah.
You are going through worldly stuff. Let's try this. Let's go to the specialist. Not working. Hey, would you like to try this?
Yeah.
People can say no. And the things that have happened are like,
because that's what everyone's familiar with.
Yes, that's right. And fear. It's fear-based, isn't it, too?
And fear. What is this that you're introducing me to?
Yeah,
And
totally.
it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Because I know that person's in my path for a reason.
I believe that. I believed that before, that I was always I always sort of thought it might have been, people that have passed or whatever. I just had a really big desire to find out more.
Yeah.
No one else in my life was like that.
Yeah,
at
so
all.
You have to search.
I've been searching, but I didn't know what I was searching for.
Yeah.
And my closest people don't even know that this has been happening as well. And that's fine. And it's not that they wouldn't love me anymore. I'm not saying that. But it's early for me as well. But there's so many things at play. And we've got such a small window of life. You know,
Exactly.
it's like it's such a small window.
Yeah.
And we've just got to try and be our best for ourselves and for our families.
And you want to just do what you're here for.
Yes.
And it's so much more than being a mother.
Totally.
That's one aspect.
Yeah,
Because when I was a mum, I knew I still had a calling in my
Yeah,
life.
me too.
But I just didn't know how to
too.
reach there.
Me too.
And
I never gave up.
Never gave up, even in the hardest times.
Oh, hardest.
When
Oh, my
everything
gosh.
around us is telling us to stop.
100%.
And only God is saying, keep walking.
Yeah.
Where you
Yeah.
all you're doing is just trusting.
Oh, totally. And when we talk about that is, you know, I've shared this before with my daughter Eloise before re-meeting with you. And that time, and we can share this because Eloise has shared it, with her suicidal
Yeah.
ideation, how horrific that was.
Yeah.
And when it all sort of crumbled and I was taken to the hospital, all I was saying is, and this is incredible that I was saying this, not knowing that it was God or I was focused on something.
Yeah.
In that horrific time, I just kept saying, this is happening for a reason. That's what I said for hours. This is happening for a reason. I didn't look at my phone. I didn't do anything. She was on my lap and I was rubbing her head. And I had this real belief that this is happening for a reason. Everything's going to be okay. So if I could be in the depths of the worst time of my life, and thankfully, God willing, she's still here because a lot of people sadly lose their children, and I can't even.
Absolutely.
My mind can't even go there. That would be another whole level thing. But that whole horrific time, that's my sentence. I was like, it's happening for a reason. I believe everything's going to be okay. Now I know that is the belief in God, but I didn't specifically know, but I was already sort of believing. I was truly believing. I was very different than a lot of people. And
Yeah.
yeah,
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
And it's knowing that no matter what our ladies are going through,
Yeah,
whether it's postpartum depression,
Yeah.
whether it's anxiety, whether it's just fear,
Yeah.
that they're not alone, that they will get through this.
Yes.
And they will always have someone near them that can help them.
Yeah.
It's just reaching out.
and finding us.
Finding
us. I call people like yourself like angels on earth. I feel like, I know that's a bit dramatic, isn't it? And I sort of secretly call myself that, but I don't, that's a joke. But what I mean by that is I'm living my life to help people with love, with the biggest love and heart.
Yeah.
And not everyone likes me, not everyone loves me back.
And
I've been
that's
hurt
okay.
a lot. It's okay.
Yeah.
I understand, but I live this life really fiercely now and with no fear.
Yeah.
And but I want to give back.
It's amazing.
You know, and I know how you feel as well. And so if we can do that one by one or in group sessions,
Yeah.
you know, we're still young.
Empowering, speaking life and hope into people's lives is so powerful.
It's so beautiful, isn't it? I know we say the word blessed. I'm so blessed that I am able to do this, that I have the confidence, the life skill, and being blessed enough to be honoured to support
to serve
women and mums, and you know, and men are very important. We're not disregarding dads, but you know, men are typically the hunter gatherers. You know, like that's not typical of same sex relationships. I'm not talking about that, but you know, biblically, like just men and women. Women are nurturing, men typically are the ones that gather, and how you know, like just that's not wanting to upset anybody because my daughter's gay in a same-sex relationship, so I'm not being judgmental there, but I'm just saying generally, women are the nurturers that need to be nurtured.
Absolutely,
they need to be looked after as well. You know,
we need
and
each
men
other
do too, but you know, we're women, so
absolutely, I love that.
Maybe we could help some men as well. I don't know. But look, this is only the beginning with us.
Absolutely.
There's absolutely no doubt that this is only the beginning. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And, you know, I can't wait to see what we can do.
Holds for
my
us.
gosh, to support parents and mums and families. You know, I'd love to support dads. I don't know how, whatever that might be, but, you know, men are trying really hard too, and they're sadly feeling like they're failing because their wives are struggling.
Yeah.
So, you know, but we can only do what we can do at the moment. But, yeah, it's been such a joy.
Endless opportunities.
Endless opportunities to help people out there for sure. So, and again, you know, we'll do the best we can.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, Donna.
Lots of love. Thank you so much.
So if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave me a rating and review. I love reading all of your messages, so shoot me a DM over on Instagram. It is parentingcollective.au. I also offer a free 15-minute no-obligation phone chat. If you'd like to book one, head over to my website, www.parentingcollective.au. parentingcollective.com.au and request one there. So try to remember to be kind to yourself and always know you're doing the best you can every day, no matter what your day is looking like. Until next time, much love.